Hello, Yva here with yvaloveearts, and today I'm going to be showing you some fun foam stamps. And this isn't anything new. I'm not sure where the first time I saw it was, so I'm not sure who came up with the brilliant idea. But I'm just using a pen to create some indentions and with my doodles in this piece of fun foam that you can pick up at your local Walmart or hobby store. And I didn't like the way that cloud came out actually, so I'm not even going to use it, but made this little sun, which I think later becomes a flower, and then making another little flower shape here, just doodling some easy little shapes just to see how it's going to turn out, because I've actually never done this before. So I'm going to make another cloud here since I didn't like the other one. And I was curious to see if I could just make an outline without having to cut out the inside, if I could just depress the whole inside of the cloud by coloring it in. So we'll see how that comes out. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward and easy. I'm not sure I'll need to say much more about it, so I'll just let you listen to some music while I cut out my stamps. And I decided to use the Aleene's Tack It over and over on the back side. So I'll apply some of that on there and let it dry, and then I should be able to stick it to my acrylic blocks over and over. I'm just giving it a once over here, making sure everything is depressed really well on the inside, and then I'll test it out here, and seems to work pretty well. I'm happy with that. When I removed the cloud, it left a little bit of the stickiness on the block, so I'm just cleaning that up with a little bit of alcohol. Out my swirly here and then apply some of the tack it over and over again. Looking back, I really didn't need this much. It is really sticky stuff, so I'd suggest if you're doing this, just a few drops is all you'll really need in strategic areas of the stamp. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut the rest of these out, and I'll cut that part out for you so you don't have to watch the whole thing, and then we'll test out these stamps and see how they do. I just grabbed a piece of rice paper that I had close by. I'm sure these would have stamped a lot better on regular paper. They actually stamp pretty well, you can see right there, but as the ink dries, it kind of spreads on this kind of paper, so the images don't stay as crisp as you see them right here. I actually liked about these swirlies is that they are pliable and flexible, sort of like the clear photopolymer stamps. So I get this really cool pattern here, but what you can do, which is what I'll do here in a second, is you can move them around and form different designs and shapes just to add even more interest or variety in your design. So I'm going to store these on a clear divider that I'll put into my binder with my stamps, and this is a really great way, an easy way to store them, and it's cheap. Those dividers are only $1 at the dollar store. And I created a couple more stamps off camera. One of them said create, and one of them was a little heart. So So sorry you missed that, but it's pretty much the same process that you saw me do earlier, just drawing and then cutting them out. And on this create one, I decided I needed to cut out some of the insides of the letters. And so that's what I'm doing with the craft knife here. That'll make it easier to read. And I couldn't figure out why this one wouldn't stick. See how I grabbed the wrong bottle? That's the regular Aleene's tacky glue. That one will not work the same as the tack it over and over. So I eventually realized my mistake and used the correct adhesive. But there it is, a little easier to read. And I'll go ahead and put those up. Oh, there I go, using the wrong glue again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you soon. Bye.